Behind me.
Is it only when you feel like heart is empty that it's drawing at the corners of your mind? I will ask you for mercy. I will come to you blind. What you see is the worst me, not the last of my kind. Last of my kind.
Good morning, J Frosties. Welcome back to another video. And today's gonna be the day we've all been waiting for, that 11th grade advice video. Now, looking back, my 11th grade year was awesome, but it was like weird, like we had so much tests. We had the SAT, the ACT, the National Merit Scholarship Test, the PSAT, with 11th grade. All this stuff comes into play when you're talking about 11th grade. You got to talk about getting ready for colleges. You got to talk about getting out there for scholarships, doing the most you can this year. So I'm going to tell you, the advice you really need to get on before you get into that middle side of that 11th grade year. Because I know some of you are getting ready to go and some of you are already in school. So, let's get started.
I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula, I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Bird, cold, Ferrari, hop off the stoop, jump in the coupe. On top of the roof, flexing on bitches as hard as I can. Eating halal, driving a lamb. So that bitch, I'm sorry though. Got my coins like Mario. Yeah, they call me Cardi B. I run this shit like cardio.
Okay, so before I start talking about anything, I need to get prepared with the gear that I'm gonna need to talk about this video. Sorry about that, but I need these. I need these because this is about to be a lot of shade that I'm about to drop on 11th grade year. Now, it was so much I couldn't even see pretty much throughout the whole year. It was like just too much going on, So let me start off by, saying study. I know you don't want to hear it, but you gotta study because the SAT is what's going to determine what college you're going to get into. It's not everything, but it's a portion of that college admissions part. So study as much as you can to get the best score you possibly can. Now, if you can't get the score that you want, hey, you just got to work hard on every other part. That means your GPA, your extracurriculars, your grades, your classes, all that stuff. I'm so serious. Study for that. It's already getting foggy up in here. Okay. Secondly, 11th grade drama is like, oh my God. It's like, oh my, I can't even describe it. Like, it's that hard. People will try to be in your business every single second of the day to make sure they know exactly what's going on. What are you doing? What are you doing after school? What you doing today, tomorrow? Who you dated, who you're going to date, who you cheated on, things like that. And you think that's every year of high school, but no, it's really profound in 11th grade. Like, the amount of people trying to get up in your business is going to be so immaculately large that it's going to seem like they don't care about anything else but you. So, we got those two out the way. Third, be on good terms with your teachers. I mean, I know that they say that you earn what you get and all that stuff. You get what you earn and all that. But teachers will be biased. So much. They will all be biased, basically, on who they like, who they don't like. And, you know, you'll get those type of teachers that want to be the person that gives a heads up to the students that they like. So let's say you got the straight A student in the class and she really likes that kid. She'll go up to them, okay, you're about to fail if you don't step up your game. Now I can help you out. That'll be what a teacher does. And it's like mind-boggling on how much they care about the kids that they like. Now kids that they don't like may still have good grades, but they're just like, they fail. It's not my fault anymore. But, you know, I think teachers should have that, at least the dignity to give common opportunity to everybody in the classroom. But it never happens, so I can't say anything about it. Fourth on that list, how can I say this? Don't forget, and I think I stress this in every single one, do not forget that you're not at the top yet. You're not seniors yet. So things that seniors get and things that seniors do have nothing to do with what you do. They have senior meetings and senior trips and all that stuff. You have to give them the time to move because they had to go through the same thing we're going through. So at least give them the kind of courtesy and respect what they're having. They're having the graduation all stuff. They're getting out of high school. We're still in it. Well, I'm about to get out, but you guys are still in it. Give them the common courtesy of letting them enjoy the fruits of their labor. Now, I'm not saying you can't be a little pissed off about it, but you got to be a little, you know, forgiving that they've been through 3 years of work, sweat, tears, and everything, and now they're finally getting what they worked for. This isn't, you know, everybody didn't do this. Everybody couldn't get to that point. So if they got there, let them relax and let them, you know, get what they want. I'm back. Sorry about that again. But, okay. If you think about it, you know, we've been through a lot. Every single one of us. So, you know, give them a chance. I'm not going to speak no more on that topic because I mean, like, this is about you guys. You know. So, next on the list, number 5. We're going to talk about relationships again. Yep, I talked about it last video. They get even stronger in 11th grade. Now, if you're one of those kids who've been in a couple or in a relationship since 9th grade and it's going strong, and you're like, oh, we're gonna last through high school and we're gonna be high school sweethearts and everything, people will try to corrupt it as much as possible. And, you know, that's just the harsh reality. People get jealous of what they can't get. People, you know, try to get a relationship in high school every single day, but they don't get one. So it's like, what are they working for? And if they can't get one, they might as well ruin it for someone else. And then you may think, well, that's a selfish thing for them. Every kid in high school is selfish. Every single one of them. In their own way. It may be not be as climactic as somebody else's, but every kid's selfish. No matter what they want, they're going to try as hard as they can to get it. And if they can't get it, they're going to ruin it for someone else. 6. Classes. I know. You don't want to hear this stuff right now, but you got to work on it. Classes are, this year is where they're the most important. I mean, you can take the regular classes and think, oh, I'm just going to get straight A's through and check my GPA just because I'm taking the regular classes that aren't that hard. But I'm going to say this with the brutal honesty that I have. You got to take the AP classes. No matter if you get a D or F in that class, you got to take that AP class. Because if you take that AP class, it's showing the colleges that you're going to apply to that you're trying as hard as you can to challenge yourself. And, you know, my 10th grade year, 11th grade year, we only had like 3 AP classes that 11th graders could take. So I took AP English and AP Environmental Science. Those classes were pretty interesting to me because I love science and I'm a great, English person. I love English and the content of writing and all that stuff. So those classes were easy. I cannot take AP World History because of the fact that I took World History in 9th grade. So I took the 11th grade class in 9th grade. And so I had to take the 9th grade class in 11th grade. Let me tell you, that was the worst experience of my life. And I swear on my life, I will never take an early class in the class I'm not supposed to. I will not do that, because if I gotta go back and take it with the underclassmen, no. I will not do it. 7. Okay, now we're getting a little bit brighter here, so I think I'm starting to see the light now. Okay, now 7. Choosing your colleges. This was the best experience for me, I swear on my life. This was the greatest experience I've ever experienced in my life. Choosing your colleges is full of adrenaline and pure thrill. That is like, you're finally about to get out of high school. You got 1 more year to go. You're about to get out. And you gotta choose colleges now. Choose wisely. Don't choose a college where, based on their academics, they're the best college to go for. Or based on their sports team, they're the best college to go for. Make sure you're comfortable at the college that you want to go to. Make sure you're comfortable at the college you want to go to. My top college is Harvard University. That's where I want to go. I really, love Harvard and what it stands for. Really? What it stands for. It's not just one of the Ivy Leagues. It's a community of intelligent kids that actually care about learning. And I care about learning. But, you gotta have your options. So, for me, I'm applying to 32 schools. Now, that may seem like a lot, but I want to have my options open. And there's a lot of schools that I want to go to. So, I chose all the schools that I would want to go to, and they came up to 32. Number 1 is Harvard. Number 2 is USC. And then everything else falls under those. Some of them are ranked and some of them aren't. They're just really good colleges that I want to go to. You have those reach schools and you have those safety schools, and you got to balance out on those. Now, they say, I think it's a very good thing that you should choose the lowest amount of safety schools possible. Because, you're going to get into those safety schools more than likely. So, why apply to a lot of them? Apply to the reach schools. Rice, Carnegie Mellon, Harvard, UPenn, Brown, all those Ivy Leagues and USC and all those schools are reaches for a lot of people. So apply to all of those. Hey, your chances of getting in are really good. Even if you don't have the test scores for the schools, you have a lot of other things in that range. Never lose hope, because there are so many factors that go into college admissions that it's like, you can never discern. Why did I just say that? You can never discern what you're going to get if you don't try. And I'm not the best test taker at all by any standards ever. But this is not the video to discuss my stats. This is the video to help you guys, out with your 11th grade year. 8. Let's go with 8. Ready? Now, this is where it gets a little gloomy, because this was the worst experience in 11th grade for me. And it's that taking that SAT and the ACT. Your teachers from the beginning of 11th grade year, and maybe earlier, are going to start stressing on you to get those good scores, get the scores up. Not only because that they're going to help you get into college, but the honest and brutal truth is that the better your test scores are, the more they're getting paid. And, this is like a life or death situation for a lot of people. The more they get paid, the better your test scores are, the better the school's reputation is. And, it's like, All of these coincide with each other. So, you know, they want to have that reputation of, oh, 45% of the students admitted to this school got into some of the Ivy Leagues, or, you know, or the top 10, you know, stuff like that. They want to have that reputation. So they're going to stress to you from maybe 9th, 10th, or 11th that your test scores are what are most important this year. So they're going to start giving you test prep material and everything. And then some of you are going to be like, I already started test prepping and all this stuff. And they're going to ask you, what are you doing? What's your test prep guide and all that stuff? And you're just going to be like, I just told you I'm already prepping. Like, what's the point of drilling me more about what I'm doing? And I'm just, you know, that's how it kind of works. Now, let's go with number 9. Number 9 is friendships. Now, I talked about relationships, but friendships are an entirely different ordeal. You know, this is the year where you're going to be getting those president positions and the captains of the sports teams and stuff. So you're going to be battling your friends for a lot of this. Now, my experience personally, I was in almost maybe 10 or 11 extracurricular activities that had the leadership positions. And I was president of the NHS, president of the student government club, captain of the chess team. I ran for president of student council, and I won, but it came with a cost. I ran against one of my closest friends in the school. She wasn't my best friend, but she was a really close friend of mine, and we had that competitive spirit with each other. We were both reaching for the valedictorian spot, and we had to go against each other for student council president. Now, would I have dropped out if it was going to ruin our friendship? Yes, I would have. But we have that competitive spirit, so it was like, this is something we gotta both do. And, you know, we got into arguments. We almost lost our friendship over it, but it was like, why lose our friendship over something that's going to only last a year? Now, leadership positions are very important, but they're not as important as what it could cost you. A friend is a valuable thing. They come with trials, tribulations, cost, and risk, and everything, but they're valuable, and they're here to stay most of the time. You have those snakes in the water sometimes that try to stab you in the back when they get a chance, but when you find a true friend that you can relate to, that's a good friend for you. Now, we're on the last one. I think, yeah, number 10. The cream of the crop, the most important thing I think in your 11th grade year you should do, and you should be prepared for. Be prepared to be stressed out. You're going to be stressed out this year. With grades, college application starting, scholarship finding, club organizing, and test scores. I mean, you're going to be stressed out completely. And, you know, for me, stress is a good thing, because it gets my blood boiling, blood pumping, gets me going, and, you know, lets me strive for something greater. But it's not the same for everybody else. I mean, stress can be a harsh topic to talk about. And, you know, you have those coping skills. And there are times when I do get super stressed out. And it's only because of the fact that maybe I took a little bit too much onto my plate. But, hey, I always find a way to get out of it. And my coping skills for that, I meditate all the time, like, a lot. And it soothes and calms my soul. And it's like, you know, stress can't get the better of me in situations where I know I can beat it. Now, it's always good to have a set of coping skills. I sing, I draw, I, you know, dance sometimes, you know, just things to get my mind straight. Now, you can do stuff like that. I don't know, your talent could be calligraphy or, you know, designing something. Like, you may sit at a board and design a new building of some sort just to cope with the stress that you're having. So in no way am I saying that my coping skills will work for you. And your coping skills probably won't work for me. It's just, you know, the fact that you got to have those coping skills to get through the stress that you're going to receive this year. Now, I can go on and on. It probably take about 3 hours for me to get through all the stressful things that happened this year. But it's not worth it. Stress is only so strong. And our mental aptitude and our will as human beings is far stronger than what stress can drop on us. Some people fall, and they are succumb by it, but most of us can get over it. I got over it, and so can you. This is your year to shine, and this is as seniors, our year to shine. So we shine together, with or without the stress that goes on. And I know a lot of us are stressed out completely right now. So what I would suggest for you is that you get that, friendship, that grounding space, and you find anything to talk about, anything for you to do. And it's like, get rid of the stress that is going to invade your space. So without further ado, that kind of ends what I'm talking about today. And I'm about to be a senior. You guys are about to be juniors. So if you can get through 9th and 10th grade, you can get through anything, honestly, because those were the worst years of my life. And only because of the fact that drama and everything just spread out constantly. So what I'm saying to you guys is that I want you guys to live life like you don't have a tomorrow. That's what I do. I live life as if my tomorrow has already come and gone. I don't think about what happens now. I think about what happens 20 years from now, or maybe 5 years from now. I'm thinking about the future. I'm not thinking about what happens right now. So that's what I want you guys to do. Now, J Frosties, I'll probably be having some more videos. The next video I make may either be a 12th grade vlog, first day of school kind of thing, or I might talk about colleges, but I'm probably going to talk about those soon, about where I'm applying and where I'm going, my stats and all the stuff leading up to my admissions decision, because I cannot wait to get those decisions to go to college. If I get those decisions, I go where I want to go, hey, I'm out. But that ends today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, notification, and like buttons, and comment down below for more videos. So without further ado, J Frost is out.